This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment. You better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blasted to 10, then keep going.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bestseller Podcast. I'm your host, Stella Atwood. This is producer mom, Meredith Atwood. And on today's episode, we have Trenna Gessell.
Yay!
So, you qualified for the games again for your second year. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yay! So, are you 14 or are you 15?
Yes, I'm 14. I'll be 15 in 2 weeks.
So are you going to be in the 14-15 one more year?
No, this is my last year. I'm just kind of 14 the whole year. I was 13 most of the year last year, but I'll be in the 16-17 next year. Yeah.
Okay, so you were near the cutoff.
Yeah, I was, I think,
Like
10 days off, and then I would have had to...
See, that's what I was telling Stella, because...
Yeah,
because she said, well, Trenna was 13. I said, yeah, but she had to be around the cutoff. She was like...
Let's pull up these dogs of yours. I want to hear like all about them because they're like the cutest little things.
Oh, wow.
I think I can only pull up one at a time. So let me see here. Okay, which dog do you want first, Trenna? Brown dog, black dog?
We'll start with brown dog.
Brown dog. Okay. Oh, wait, they're both there.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, there's brown dog. Okay. All right, let's talk about brown dog.
Yes.
So that's Willow. That was her when she was a puppy. She's a little bit bigger now. She's a Lhasa Apso. And then that was just my favorite picture of her, so I sent that one in. And then Luna is the black one.
So cute.
And she's 5, but she's 7 pounds, so she's really tiny. And she's a Yorkie Shih Tzu.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
wow.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She looks like she would be scared of everything.
Yes, she is. She knows she's small, so she spends a lot of time shaking and looking at us for some sympathy, but yeah.
Do you know that dog from like The Secret Life of Pets? The main dog?
I don't know. I don't think I've watched the movie.
Okay, hold on. Mom, you got to pull it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the facial features?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I can only flash this for like... Oh, wait, no, now it's playing. I
copyright.
better not. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to put it up. Go Google it, because if I do and we get flagged, then the whole thing was for, anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what your dog looks like in my brain. Okay. Back to CrossFit. How do you think the CrossFit Games will be different now that it's hosted in Michigan instead of Wisconsin?
Yeah, well, I was listening to, what the other teams were saying, and I pretty much agreed with what they were saying about, how it's just going to be quite different. But I have high hopes for it, just the mentorship program, for example. I think that's such a cool thing for teen athletes. And, I've heard such good things about the pit. So I hope it's just as good. I really, really high hopes for it. So I'm excited.
Who did you get for the mentorship program?
I got Alex Gazan. Who did you get?
Oh, cool. I got Owen.
Oh.
So just as a little bit of background, Stella, do you want to tell the audience what the mentorship program is for anyone who's not a games athlete?
Yes, I will try to explain it. So the Pit Team Throwdown gathered all these games athletes who've had a lot of experience going to the games, and they put a bunch of teen athletes with those big dog athletes. And so they put us in a group with a lot of other girls and boys, and they're going to tell us about competing and any like advice that they have. So, and you get to know these athletes, and it's just going to be super cool because we're going to learn a lot from them. Yeah. But they gave us pretty exciting stuff this year.
Yes, definitely.
Mom, you want to say anything about the mentorship program?
I don't know. I drew a blank. I was about to mention Griffin again, but I feel like we talk about him every episode. And so my goal is like, can we not talk about Griffin one episode? But probably not. No, Stella's coach Griffin volunteered to be one of the mentors. And when we were up at the pit for the camp, they were going to stick her with him. And she was like, I don't want him to be my mentor. I see him all the time.
That's funny.
So. I know all his stuff. It's fine. I don't want to see him all the time.
I know. Okay. That would have been funny.
What is something that you hope to see at the CrossFit Games that you did not see last year?
I'm thinking ring muscle ups. We saw.
Oh, y'all didn't see those last year?
No, we got bar muscle ups in the end. And that was fun, but I would like to see some ring muscle ups. Those are definitely my favorite. So yeah.
We got to get some guests that don't like muscle up, Stella.
I know.
I feel like I'm
Everyone
developing
loves
a pattern.
Maybe I just need to get better at them and then I'll love them.
Yeah, then you could like them.
Do you have any like tips for people who are trying to get better at ring muscle ups?
Definitely for me, it was lots of strict pull-ups and strict dips and push-ups and just trying to get my upper body strict strength up there. I was a gymnast, so I did have a pretty good foundation, but I took like 2 years off of kind of really focusing on that. So kind of went a bit backwards. So just trying to gain that back, and I just noticed a lot. And then working on my dip too. My coach and I are just trying to get my dip out, make things a little less fatiguing. So yeah, I guess those would be my 2 tips. Yeah.
Now, who's your coach, Trenna?
I have 2 coaches. So Tara Hall in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. She owns CrossFit Ashler, so she's kind of my gymnastics and CrossFit coach. And then my weightlifting coach is Crystal Derry, and she owns Mobility Movement. It's like a mobility app. So I just started working with them in September. So I just, love working with them and just been so happy with them. So yeah.
That's awesome. I noticed Stella's face. Stella, that is where she lives, the name she said.
You like said some gibberish and I was like, whoa. I swear you said some gibberish for a second.
Where do you live?
Well, I live it's kind of in the prairies, so it's above Montana and North Dakota in Saskatchewan. I'm from a really small town. We're about like 1,000 people, but there's like a nearby city where my gym is. So I'll train at home most of the time. I have a home gym, and then 3 times a week I'll go into the city to the gym, and then that's where I'll train.
That's cool.
It is
so you live
cold,
in
my dear, cold.
You
live in the tundra.
Yes, it's like
yes. I went up to Montana one time in February, and we live in Georgia. So, I mean, there's not what you guys have. And I remember I was going up there and I was asking people for advice, like, what do I wear? And they were laughing at me because I didn't know about base layers. I didn't know how cold it was, and it was like -5, but you just said -40.
Yep, at the coldest, sometimes even colder. I think it got to -52 2 years ago, so it gets pretty chilly. But
how do you train in that? And
what? Huh?
Definitely.
What do you do?
Definitely works on my mental toughness and training in my cold garage in the winter, but it gets pretty hot in the summer. We get up to +30, so it's a good balance, but yeah, we'll see. Last year at the games was definitely hot. So yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope the pit isn't too hot a little later in the year, but
it's not that bad in September.
Yeah.
When I went last year to Pit Team Throwdown, I mean, it might be hot for you though.
Yeah, I'll have to acclimatize, maybe do a workout in the sauna or something just in case.
Yeah, that's not like do some hot yoga too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh. I kind of picture you like, you're too young for this, but Rocky IV when he's like in Russia in the snow fighting, like training to fight the Russian. Yeah, like that's what I picture you with. You're like, do you have your fur hat and your sled and you're going at it?
Definitely a lot of sweaters when I'm warming up, but
is your gym in your garage?
Yes, I have a garage gym, so been slowly building it up over the years. So yeah.
How do you heat that up during the winter?
Well, we have a heater in there. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but just trying to stay as warm as I can.
I mean, I thought our garage was cold. It's like in the 30s and I'm freezing.
No. The hand on the cold barbell is special.
Yeah.
That's a special moment.
Mm-hmm.
Going into last year's season, it was your first year. Mm-hmm. What were your expectations and your goals?
Yeah, well, my goal was to go to the CrossFit Games, but it being my first year, I had no idea where I was going to stack up against anybody. Just had no competition experience worldwide, anything like that. So, and then also, not really knowing how the online competitions work with submitting everything. Had a lot to learn, but going into it, I didn't know because it was top 10 and I knew it was going to be really hard, but I think most people go in with the goal with maybe not having the expectation. But yeah, that was kind of my experience.
Yeah, and you placed 7th last year at the games. You're just that cool.
Aw.
Well, when did you start CrossFit?
I started when I was 10. It was right around COVID. And well, I was doing gymnastics and we were supposed to work out, every day to try and stay in shape. And my mom did CrossFit, so we had a bit of a home gym. So I started working out with her. And then kind of when everything opened up again, I started weightlifting and I was like, oh, I like this way more than I like gymnastics. So decided to switch to that. And then I played hockey for a little bit. And then when I was 12, I kind of decided that I wanted to take CrossFit a bit more seriously. So I quit hockey and then just did a couple school sports, but now I'm just doing CrossFit. Yeah.
So how do you think those school sports helped you in CrossFit? Like your your endurance or your skills?
Proprioception was the word you're looking for.
No. It was not the word I was looking for.
Hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
I definitely have a lack of that. I think volleyball was the only sport I played with an actual ball. But I did track and badminton. So I think, just a kind of a combination of everything helps you out. But so far, it's just kind of what I'm doing now is just CrossFit, and that's what I like the most. So I just kind of made the decision to just stick with that. I might do track again next year, but it's just kind of tough with this, how the season panned out, but or with the times aligned with track. But yeah.
Now, is it like the US as far as timing, or is track a fall sport for you guys? Like, is it, because like in the South, it would fall like completely over game season, over the open.
Completely over the open and quarterfinals.
Yeah. Well, we have cross country in September, and then track is more May, June, April. So it's a little different, but I mainly just stuck to track. But yeah.
What's your favorite event in track? What do you run?
Well, I did some discus. I tried long jump. That didn't go too well, but I ran 800 and 400.
Okay.
Oh, those are the gross ones.
Yeah.
Especially the 800.
Yeah, definitely.
Ugh.
Yeah. Stella's brother runs track and cross country. And he hates the 800. Not that we're over here running them, but we empathize with him.
Yeah.
He does
you
that.
Can understand his pain.
That was the only time I actually saw him like dry heave. Was after an 800. He was, yeah.
Just even thinking about it makes me want to puke.
Yeah.
My brother got all the running genes in the family.
No, that's not the right attitude.
No, okay. I'm getting better at running, but I got all the lifting genes and he got a lot of the running genes, like physical build. I mean, this guy's like 6 foot, really tall legs. So physically, he's really built for running.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So after placing 7th at the games last year, did you feel that you were more confident going into this season, knowing that you can go to the games and do really well?
Yeah, it was kind of a mixture of feelings, I guess. Like, I was super proud of 7th, and I didn't think I could do any better that year, and was really happy with how everything turned out. And then going into this season, I kind of knew where I was at, but I was like, oh, well, I had kind of placed more expectation on myself versus, just competing for fun and competing for getting better. So that was definitely something I had to try and work through, is managing expectations that I put on myself. And it's gotten better throughout the season and kind of at a better place with it now, but it was definitely something I had to work through.
What did you work on movement wise in the past? I don't know how many months has it been? It's going to be up to a year in August.
Yeah.
But what have you worked on since the games to prepare for going to the games this year? Any movements that you had weaknesses for?
Yeah, definitely a lot of strict handstand push-up work. Those were my 2 worst finishes last year in the quarters and semis. So lots of that work, and then just trying to get my overall strength up. So squats and bench, and trying to work on my technique a little bit more, and working on I dealt with quite a bit of back issues last year. So changing some movement patterns, and then also lots of machine work. So kind of a bit of everything, and just trying to get overall better.
What have you been working on as far as protecting your back? I know that's a big thing with Stella, and then a lot of young athletes just having the core stability. Did you find that yours was connected to your core bracing, or was it something else?
Yeah, definitely that was a part of it, but also with gymnastics, had a bit of overextension in kind of all my movements. So handstand walking, squatting, wall balls, rowing, lots of different movements were definitely playing a part into giving my back a little bit of grief. So just trying to work on that and regulate that, and just keeping that under control has just helped me get a lot more confidence in, my back and your body. So yeah.
So how do you like to recover after workout? So like, let's say in semifinals you had a really hard workout. What do you do the night of? Because then the next morning you go and do a workout. So how do you recover?
Yeah, lots of toe spacing. I know it sounds kind of silly, but that's what I really, really like that. And then I got an ice bath at the games, so I do that. And then, yeah, lots of stretching. So those are kind of my 3 go-tos.
We toe space here too.
Okay,
We do.
good.
We always
Although
toe
not
space.
the official brand of toe spacing. I'm going to find the ones. Do you do like the toe spacers?
Yeah, I got some at the
Like
games I got for a discount, so got those. Or they were cheaper there. Yeah.
I feel like, Stella, don't you feel like I should pull up ours?
Yeah.
Because they're, oh wait, y'all can carry on while I look for them.
Ours look a little scary.
Yeah. They're like, I think they're called like jewel toe spreaders.
Toe
Yep.
spreaders?
Toe spreaders.
Wow.
And spacers.
Yoga. Oh, they're yoga toes gems. Okay, hold on. I'm going to share the screen. Yoga toes. Look at that piggy. But yeah, they have these big, like, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Last purchase October 15th. Now I'm like in my
Wow.
Amazon account. But that's what they are. But they work like a charm.
Yeah.
So my dogs don't like to be like caged. Because like the toe spacers have the little cages and these. Anyway, we're a big fan of these.
No, but that foot in the picture looked like
Yeah, I know.
silicone. Looks fake.
Probably was.
Yeah.
Ew. Now that I'm looking at that, I apologize to the YouTube audience for showing that.
Yeah, it's okay. People are probably going to be listening anyways. They just won't see that.
Hopefully.
When they took 30 to the games last year, I know you met, 10 girls in your age group. You met all of them.
Wait, they took 10 last year.
Oh, they're taking 30 this year. They took 10 last year. So I assume you got really close with those girls. And unfortunately, all of those girls except you are in the 16-17. So you're going to meet a lot of new people this year since they're taking 30 in each age group. So who are you most excited to meet?
Wait, is that true? You're the only survivor?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know. There's so many girls I've just seen on Instagram and excited to meet them, and trying to reach out to more girls and kind of get to know them a little bit more before I meet them in person. So definitely was excited when I saw that there was 30 girls going. So just get to meet more people. So yeah,
super exciting because you get to meet all these new people.
Yeah.
And internationally too. I have a little fun question.
Yeah.
So if you had to do a workout that was 10 minutes of one movement for max reps, what would that movement be? What would be your choice?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna.
She's gonna say ring muscle.
That did cross my mind, but I think burpee broad jumps. I think that would be fun.
Huh? Oh, broad jumps. That is so interesting. I feel like I haven't thought of that movement in so long.
Wait, burpee broad. So
yeah,
you burpee
and then you
jump. You
forward.
Jump. Oh, and then you turn around and do it again. Is that how
and
that?
You just go forward.
Oh, until you run out of field.
They do that in high rocks too.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's gross, Trenna.
That's gross. That's disgusting.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I can't, I go to like old lady workouts, and anytime there's jumping, I'm like, it takes such a toll on the cardiovascular system. So the fact that you would choose to do a burpee and then jump, I don't know. That's amazing. You ain't right.
That's weird. but okay.
Good though. It's good. I mean,
Good
but
though.
there's always, that's why you're a winner. Because you would actually choose that for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I would choose rowing calories.
Yeah,
See, that's so boring. That's so boring compared to burpee broad jumps. It's very basic. Where's your Stanley? Oh, there it is. Right here, guys. Your rowing goes with your Stanley. Come on, Stella. What would you do? 10 minutes. I think you would do power cleans.
Hang
power clean? Wait, you have to hold onto the bar?
No, I would drop it. I would drop
Okay.
it, but I think I would do hang power cleans instead. Yeah. I feel like my back would hurt after doing that for 10 minutes.
Trenna, do you like to lift? Do you like the barbell work, or would you rather not?
No, yeah, I do like to lift. I kind of like gymnastics and lifting. I'm not too much of a fan of the aerobic stuff. I know that kind of contradicts my burpee broad jumps, but I do like to lift.
I mean, you do you.
Yeah.
I mean, the aerobic stuff, is anyone a fan of it? I mean, really?
Cross-country runners.
I mean, isn't that just kind of a condition of CrossFit that you kind of have to just endure? Yeah. Like, no one's really a fan. It's usually the barbell or the gym nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody might love it. Well, your friend Ruby loves to run. Do you love to run?
I don't love it.
Me too, girl. What does a typical day look like for you in the off season?
In the off season, well, I did online school this year, so that was something new. So at first, I woke up at 5:30 a lot when I was doing regular school, just to get my training in before school. I'll get some stuff out of the way. So for the first couple months, I would wake up around 5:30 and then train 5:45 to 7:45, and then eat breakfast, do school in the morning, and then do my second session after lunch. And then if I had to do more school, get that done, and then just some recovery work and whatever else I kind of want to do, and then go to bed. Yeah.
So this year you did online school?
Yeah.
How was that? Stella did it in 8th grade, and she goes part-time now. Did you struggle at all with being lonely?
Yeah, I definitely miss my friends quite a bit. But last year, I didn't spend too much time. I would go to the city and skip school like 2 afternoons a week at least. So yeah, I had over 500 absences. It wasn't too good. So we had to find an alternative. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You probably needed to fix that.
Yeah. They might email your parents about that. Like, yo, this girl's like never here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm at the gym. Do you not get it? It's gym is life.
Yeah, it worked out well.
I had priority, bro.
Most of my core subjects in the morning, so it's just mostly drama and art. So yeah.
Are you gonna do online school this upcoming year?
Yes, I grade 9. I'm gonna be going into grade 10, so that's the plan. And then maybe in grade 11, grade 12, I might do a couple in-person classes just to see my friends a little bit more. But yeah, I really like how it's laid out and just work at it at your own time.
So how do you balance being a regular teenager and then being a CrossFit Games athlete?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. But I just try and make time for the things I like to do. Try and spend time with my brother and my friends. Do the things I like to do, all the hobbies, and just do some stuff outside of the gym. Obviously, the gym is going to be a big part of my life, and I love that about being a CrossFit athlete. But I think it's just finding the balance and how much balance you want to have, and then making sure, for me, it can also help me, or I don't have too much balance where it doesn't start to affect my performance. So it's always a bit of a balancing act, but just trying to figure that out, something I'm trying to navigate still. So yeah.
I think it's real interesting with the teen athletes. I mean, so many of you, I can see this question almost being a struggle.
Yeah.
That you almost want to say, I don't have any balance. All I want to do is CrossFit, that it's just like you're trying to have fun, and you do have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I know Stella, she calls her friend, they go to the pool, but really she wants to train. She wants to eat. She wants to lay on the couch. She wants to train. She wants to eat. She wants to lay on the couch. And I see that kind of hesitation. It's almost as if you guys know the correct answer is balance is important. And I really want to be a teenager, but then I see this like glimmer in your eye that's like, I don't want to be a teenager. I want to be a CrossFit athlete. Quit asking me how to balance
definitely.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Right, Stella? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I try to balance it, but in the summer it's way harder. At school it's a little bit easier because I go for like 3 hours.
Mhm.
And then, you know, I try to socialize with like 2 people. But during the summer it's way harder. I mean, I think I've hung out with my friends like 3 times so far.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and
I just want to be at the gym.
I think maybe the important thing is not to be forced into balance, but to be self-aware enough to know when you need when you need a day off, or when you need to see someone other than your coach and your parents, or and maybe that's the answer versus just like forced let's be a teenager thing, because
I have
honestly,
another
most
fun
teenagers
question.
aren't.
If you had to watch one TV show for the rest of your life, what would you pick?
Oh, probably Murdoch Mysteries. I like all the.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. It's like
No.
I think it's a Canadian show. It's about I think it's in the early 1900s, and it's just a mystery show, and I think they have like 16 seasons. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite.
Oh, wow. 16 seasons. That's
a lot.
legit. I
That's
have heard of
legit.
it. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've never seen, but
I think I need to watch that.
Yeah, I would highly
I've never
recommend
seen it or heard of it.
that's awesome. I mean, and just the sheer volume of those seasons. That's almost like Grey's Anatomy,
Yeah.
Stella.
And they haven't
Yeah.
gotten worse too, so as it goes on.
Oh, yeah, Grey's Anatomy got worse as you get on.
Mhm.
Like after like season, I don't know, 14, it's just like bleh.
Yeah.
Like the first 11 seasons are really good.
Yeah.
And then it gets boring.
It almost ruins the rest of it for you.
Yeah, like once everybody just like once Shonda Rhimes just kills off people, it gets
Spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts.
I said kills off people. I didn't say who. They don't know.
That's true. Okay, I'm looking up Murdoch Mystery. This actually looks really fire.
She said fire.
It does. I bet I would love this.
Oh no.
Oh no. I just finished Suits, and that was like 8 seasons, and I was totally obsessed with it, and I had to finish it, so I cannot take on one that's 16 seasons, but it does look good.
We talk a lot about food on here. So, do you have a favorite like post-workout snack or pre-workout snack?
Yeah, well, I really like baby food around my workouts, and not just the go-go squeeze. My mom has to go down to the baby food aisle and get me my baby food to eat in between my workouts. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite.
What do you eat? What baby food?
I think it's called Baby Gourmet. I don't know if it's in the States or not, but yeah, it's for 6 months.
What flavors?
Oh, all sorts. Just all the fruits and veggies they can. They pack into those things.
Wait, that's kind of smart.
Yeah.
It's real smart. That's why I keep buying you those pouches, Stella, that have like, and you're like, this is disgusting. Because I'm like, this is almost a salad. So eat it.
That's not a bad idea.
All right. Baby Gourmet. Is that what you said? All I see is the toast spreaders. I can't get away. Oh, wait. No, I think we can get it.
Do y'all have
I have legit bought these for you, Stella. Wait, no.
Will we get copyright if we pull them up?
No, they don't have it. So it sent me to another kind. It pulled it up, but then it was Serenity Kids, Peter Rabbit. So I guess we don't have it. Womp womp.
Oh.
But I think this is probably the right idea. Hold, please.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up.
Do y'all have like the baby puffs in Canada?
Yes, I think so.
Dude, those are my thing.
These things.
Ah.
Yeah, something like
yeah,
that.
I could get down.
Yeah. You got your root vegetables, your squashes. Does this look familiar-ish?
Yeah, it definitely comes in a package like that.
There you go.
Huh.
See, I pictured you like getting ready for the workout, like with
Yeah,
the little
I thought you had like a little glass jar
No.
and you had like a baby spoon. I straight up thought you like had like a little jar, like those little baby ones. And I was like, that's not fueling enough.
So you don't find that this is too fibrous, that it doesn't
Ooh.
give you any GI distress?
No. I'm good.
Okay. Anyway, when she was at the camp, Campbell, her friend, was talking about the copious amounts of applesauce
She had like 10 in one day.
and had some GI distress, but
Yeah.
I imagine you're not eating 10 of baby foods.
No, only one.
Are you? Only one.
I straight up imagine you with like a little like jar and like
I did
gold
too,
spoon.
like little baby spoon. Hilarious.
It's like, wow, she's that fancy.
Yeah.
So what's your family like? What's your family like? How do they support you, or how do they don't? I mean, I don't know. They might not. I imagine that would be challenging though.
Yeah, well, my brother, he's kind of he's into motocross, so we're both into some different sports. But yeah, my parents are just amazing. You know, obviously having to drive me in quite often for CrossFit and always helping my brother. So it's just, you know, always so grateful to have such a good support system. I know everybody says that, but, you know, I just couldn't be more true.
Yeah, I got lucky with that too. I have a pretty good support system.
And a dad.
And I have a dad.
Let's take this opportunity to say you have a dad.
So everybody knows that I have a mom, but like my dad's not on my Instagram, so some people think I don't have a dad, but I have a dad. He's downstairs on a work call right now. Very loving.
And he lives in this house. And
he lives in the house, and he's here. I have a dad.
Shout out to Dad.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah.
Without Dad, it would be bad.
Without Dad, it would be bad, and we rhyme in this house.
No, it's funny because we did an interview with Morning Chalk Up like last year or something, and someone in our family got a little spicy because we didn't mention Dad, and I was like, "Whoops!" Well, we didn't mean to not mention Dad; he just didn't come up.
Yeah.
But yes, the support. It's interesting though. The support system comes in many forms, very different for everyone, but everyone has their role.
Yeah. Okay, so one last question I have is, do you have any advice for teens who are going to the games this year for the first time?
Like you.
Like me.
I don't know. I just say, you know, it's, for me, I definitely stress myself out quite easily. So just trying to stay in the mindset of not missing anything, and, you know, just being grateful for every moment that you get there. And, you know, every part of it is just so, you know, I think back to my experience last year, and there's just so many things that I enjoyed about it last year, and just taking in everything. I guess that's what I would say. Even in games training, you know, it is my favorite part of the year. So even though it can be pretty tough at times, just enjoying that part of it too. So yeah, just enjoy every moment.
Okay. Well, thank you.
No sponsorships. I'm just sponsored by my parents right now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Sponsored by my parents. That's real.
Yeah.
That is real. Coming from a parent.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you in Michigan.
Yes, so excited to see you.
Me too.
How far are you from Michigan? Is this going to be like a driving distance for you guys, or is it a flight?
No, I think we're gonna fly to Detroit, and then I don't know where from there, but I know we have about an hour drive in our journey, but we could have drove, but we just decided to fly. So yeah.
King of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch out, here I come. This is my time.